Welcome to the Coach and Crew Show.
Welcome back to the Coach and Crew Show. We are joined with our PGA expert, Jared Papa. As this will go live tonight and / today on Thursday, December 2nd, is the Hero World Challenge in Albany, Bahamas. Jared, why don't you tell us a little about that and who's all playing in it?
So the Hero World Challenge is a 20-man field. Tiger Woods is the tournament host. Tiger talked to the media yesterday. Get a little bit into Tiger before we talk about the actual tournament, because Tiger Woods is always bigger than a tournament. So Tiger had his first press conference yesterday. This is the first time that we got to hear from him ever since his car accident. He had a lot of good things to say. He was talking about how he wants to play on the tour again, but most importantly, how he wants to take his time and not play a full schedule on the PGA Tour as well. He also went on to say about how he almost lost his leg. That was really big news to hear, how amputation was on the table, but he says that his recovery is going great. He's looking great. His upper body looks absolutely strong right now. There's video of him on the range today at the Hero World Challenge of him hitting golf balls with the 3-wood. It looks like he's hitting them pretty good. It looks like he has a lot of full swing motions working for him. So hopefully he can get back out there soon. It looks like right now his next return might be the PNC Sun Challenge with Charlie. Not really sure yet though, but if he doesn't play the PNC, then he's most likely looking forward to the Masters in April.
Yeah, back to the 3-wood. A few weeks ago, we saw him swing with a 9-iron or a pitching wedge, of course. Can you talk about the differences about how his improvement has occurred, about how easy it is to swing the pitching wedge, but the 3-wood is much harder, especially with his injury?
No, yeah. So with his injury that he had, his leg was completely torn. No one knows exactly what his injury was. But when you do hit a 3-wood, you have to have more force, more power into your legs. And with a pitching wedge, you don't really need a lot of force, and you can kind of lay off of it, especially with your legs, and have more upper body. But with the 3-wood, all your power comes from your legs. And with Tiger's swing over the past year, with all of his back injuries, he uses his legs a lot now for his power. So it's going to take time for him to get that power back. And he also said that yesterday that, some of the shots that he's hitting are not going the way they used to go. And, he's got to get used to those distances. And he also said too, that he's not playing from the tips back at his home course. He's playing at a more forward tee. So his power is not really there yet. But with the swing that it looks like that we saw today, it looks like he's on the right track. And, it's going to take a while, but I think he will get his power back sooner rather than later.
So the $1 million question is, when will he win another major tournament? If he will win another.
A lot of people are saying that. Man, it's Tiger Woods, man. You can never count the guy out, with all of his injuries that he's had and everything. You never can, but, he said it yesterday. This was a great quote that he had. Last time that I got my last major at the 2019 Masters, he's kind of come to the fact. It's a new thing that we've heard from Tiger in a while is, second's not good enough. He's not really in that mindset anymore. He's more of whatever happens, happens. And, we never see that from him. So it's kind of who knows if he ever will win another major, but to be honest with you, it looks like he's probably gearing up for only the majors. When he plays, it looks like he'll only play about 5-6 tournaments a year, but most of his focus will be on the majors. So if he does get a win, just has to line up at the perfect time for him, especially what we saw with Phil last year at the PGA. So you just never know with big old TW.
So unfortunately, I don't think we'll get to see him in the match again. That's no big deal. From a sub-minor fan who's very passionate about the sport but does not have nearly as much knowledge, I do think he will make a strong push to win the majors. He might be in the running. I really hope he wins, but I think there's a much better chance for Charlie, his 12-year-old son now, to win a major than it is for Tiger, unfortunately. All right, let's get back into the Hero World Challenge. You want to talk about the tee times and who's all starting off and the current odds-on favorites?
Yeah, so this week it's 20-man field. Like I said, you got at least 5 of the top 10 in the world. You have likely Brooks Koepka, who's going to be in the mix, like we saw last week with the match. He's playing this week. He's looking really great. You also have Jordan Spieth as well. He's trying to make a comeback after his struggles this past few years. So really see him to really come out, and also to favorites like Morikawa. Morikawa is the favorite right now to win the Hero World Challenge. He just won the DP World Tour Championship on the European Tour. It's their season-long race, and Morikawa got the victory. Also look for Rory McIlroy. Rory McIlroy was in the top 10 at the DP World Tour. He was also leading the DP World Tour a few weeks ago, but then he had a 75 on the final round. So also look for Rory to have a bounce back week.
Yeah, Rory is currently at the 8-1 betting odds to win the entire tournament.
Yeah, so Rory's looking really good right now. So you never know. These guys are the best in the world playing this event. It's only 20 guys, no cuts. So we'll see how they play this week. And, I really like Morikawa and Rory and Brooks to really show out this week.
Yeah, of course. Who is your prediction to win it all? Not the betting odds, but your personal pick.
So for this week, I'll be honest, I'm probably going to go with really tough, but I think Jordan Spieth gets it done this week. Jordan's looking really good. He's put a lot of power into his swing. He's trying to gain more distance off the tee, which also helps him because his wedge and short game is just absolutely phenomenal. Probably the best I've seen on tour. His putting's always going to be good. So I see Jordan winning it this week, and he's a big surprise for sure if he does win this week.
Yeah, I do think Jordan will make a run for sure. I don't know who I have as my pick right now, but I really do see Jordan making a good run.
And another thing that I'll say about Jordan Spieth is, this week is not really a lot of tree line golf course. It's not at all. There's like no trees at all at this golf course. It's wide open for him. The only thing he has to worry about is, the water hazards and stuff. And, Jordan has had trouble with his driving off the tee, but, he can get away with it if he does have some errant tee shots. He knows how to scramble. He knows how to, get up and down from certain places. So that's also another reason why I think he's going to have a good week is he can have those errant misses with his driver, but still be able to recover with his short game.
So in that case, with a wide open course with a lot less trees, why is Bryson DeChambeau a 12-1 betting odds favorite to win when his strongest strength is his drive, and he has even a better chance with that, even with no trees in there?
So with Bryson, I think he has great odds. I think he's going to probably have a good run this week. The only thing that I say about Bryson is, especially looking at last week, he's still dialing in his distances with his irons and with his wedges and everything. So, I mean, he can bomb it all he wants, but, at the end of the day, if he doesn't have those irons or those distances down yet, then, it's going to be really hard for him to make a lot of birdies out there. So, you're going to have a really good approach shot game. The wind is going to be a big factor this week, especially since it's wide open. But yeah, I do see Bryson having a good week. I think the only thing that's going to be the problem with him is his approach shots. I think that, he's still dealing with those distances, and with this golf course, you need to have a good approach game if you want to win.
Yeah, I agree. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about before we end the segment?
All I have to say is Hero World Challenge is going to be a great week. I think this is one of my favorite tournaments, even though it's in December and it doesn't count for any FedEx Cup points for the season-long race for the PGA Tour. It still gives them world ranking points, and it's a big boy golf course, 7,400 yards it can play at, and with the top players in the world playing, it's going to be a lot of fireworks this week, and it's almost going to look like a major championship. So that's why I love this Hero World Challenge every year, and Tiger does a great job at it.
It's the last major golf tournament for a good while, actually. So definitely will go down with a bang. This has been Jared and Luke on the Hero World Challenge pre-show. We will do a post review after we see what happens. Hopefully Jordan wins as Jared predicted. Please tweet us out at Coach and Cruise Show, hashtag Coach Cruise Show. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and please hit the bottom right-hand corner, subscribe. See you next time on the Coach and Cruise Show.